Alright. Starting the music. Alright. When we last left off, the party went into the secret underground research facility of sorts, which was also the hideout to the Doctor, the recurring mad scientist that has been experimenting with the Mazrite crystals and its corruptive properties. They managed to capture him, but they soon were overwhelmed by the new golems that were being produced. The party were backed into a corner, and out of a brief desperation, they unleashed a dangerous creation. But now they have to worry about getting out of here alive. So we'll see how the group handles this. For you do not know what you are up against. Alright, so you can see the map. Okay. Now getting into... Alright. So there are doors. Okay, so over here there is a door at the bottom. I'll do focus ping. So there is a door here. It's currently it's currently closed, like permanently closed. What the group was able to discover was the golem's weapons were acting as like keys. So they were able to unlock the sealed door. But when they saw a destroyed golem that was literally ripped asunder, the group decided to close that door because they know that it's possibly whatever was unleashed was in this room. You all found the Doctor over here, and I believe you also found a book about his research notes, I believe. If not, then that is what you also found. There were also barrels of
Mazrite blood.
Mazrite oil or blood, as we will call it. That is kind of like the ichor blood that was found, and I'm pretty sure, fact, you also remember this as well because this was used to make you, as what you could understand. Yes, that is what you remember because you remember this doctor guy, was doing this to you and was using it. But that is what you know, and what else? If I recall, the group also did I'm thinking you guys found gems, right? Like the stones from within the golems. I know.
Yep, we extracted an ice gem and put it in something and gave it to Adrian. And then I extracted a fire gem, and now I just have the fire gem.
Yeah, because I believe that's what Otis did. So, Adrian, you do, in essence, was given one of the golem's weapons, which was the great sword, and it was infused with the ice gem. So basically, this sword did ice damage as well. But this is not like one of your chromatic swords.
Do I have that in my character sheet? Or?
I did not add it, but I will tell you the specs. But it's because you said you were wanting to get all of the chromatic swords, which were like the elemental swords.
Yeah.
Which was I'm trying to remember which was fire. Like, I can't remember because I know you have Sunder. I know you have Force. Those are the only swords you have, right?
I have, and then also fire as well.
Yeah, so you have a flame tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because like you guys are on the first island, so I need to like like can't make you all get all of your things because you were asking like, could I with the proper materials? And I was gonna say like, there's a percentile chance of you having these materials, which is why I made you roll. But you rolled so well that you got some of the materials, so I had to, keep my word on that. But I was trying to also make it fair. But so what I'm saying is that I am only giving you 3 of your chromatic swords so far because I have to, in essence, give you a reason to explore. So you might be able to find the chromatic swords, which I can't remember all of them because I think you made up some of them, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because some of your weapons are a bit powerful. So there is that. I can't remember the full specs of them because, again, I haven't had much time to read the specs, but might also be reworking some of them. But for now, we're just trial testing. But for the time being, that is what's happening. So basically, you guys are going to wrap up the first arc, and I believe everybody should be level. You guys are level 12.
We are currently level 11. We're supposed to be level 12 at the end of this.
Yes, because you guys are going to be facing encounters that are going to be a bit more harrowing. Because I did, what is the word? I did, not milestone, but, no, I did milestone. Because,
Yeah.
there was XP in milestone and I went with milestone. Probably should have done XP, but, we'll see how it goes. But, might switch it back to XP after this, but basically, this is just for fun. It's just like I'm thinking like, because I don't want you guys to be too OP right now because I still have encounters that you need to figure out. But for now, that's just me rambling as a GM. But so you guys are in this situation. You know that this was supposedly a research facility and whatnot that was underneath the outpost that you were in, that this guy made. Or this was already here and he made it his own outpost. You don't know because the guy is currently unconscious because that's what you guys did. And Adrian, you currently have the guy tied up and you are currently watching him at this point. So
Also, Ordis cut off his arm.
did you?
Yep.
Ordis did.
Oh.
Yeah, he was trying to kill himself.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. I remember.
We are pro mental health here.
But yeah. So basically, you have the guy captured. So that's what happens.
Yeah. Before I end up forgetting, I guess Ordis is going to use one of the capture spears on him.
Oh. Okay. Considering that this guy is unconscious, he can't save. So basically, the capture speed will like, and he is captured.
But is he spellcaster?
What? Yes. He was like a magic caster of sorts.
Okay, because I had like those anti-magic shackles still.
Oh, well, because like he was in essence like a cleric, is what I was going for. Like he was a doctor, so like he had some healing and whatnot. So he was a cleric of sorts. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. And who here has his book, his research notes?
I think Layla took it.
I think I did.
Okay.
Okay. Ordis is going to hand the capture spear to Adrian.
Okay, he'll take it, put it in the bag of holding.
Whoosh. Lost in the large bag of holding. Because I don't know how big that thing is and how much items you have in it, but, that's what happens.
I actually don't have too don't have too much in it.
Yeah, because I don't even know what's in your bag of holding. Because I don't even keep track of that. I let you keep track of that.
Mostly just weapons and crafting material, that's about it.
Yep. So, you all know that there was something beyond this store that is very dangerous. And you know that you can't exactly leave this thing alone because you know it's going to be a danger. So ultimately, it's your choice if you want to leave and completely lock down this hideout. But that is up to you.
I think it would be best to take care of this now. It might have been injured while fighting the
Golems.
golems.
Yeah, and also, the doctor mentioned that there are people in there. I don't know how long it will take for the creature to break the cages, but given enough time, it probably would. Also, Ordis' captain's there, so gotta save him.
Mm-hmm. Adrian will chug 2 minor healing potions.
Okay, mark those off.
Yeah. $13.
I guess Boris will take a potion and drink it. Just a regular one. One potion. How much does one potion heal for?
A regular healing potion, like basic, is 2d4 plus your con, I believe.
It's minor healing potions 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2. Yes.
I said,
yeah,
it's a normal one.
Yeah, minor, which is basic, so it's 2d4 plus 2. Sorry. I was thinking,
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, because I was thinking of a spell. My apologies. Ugh.
So 2d4
plus 2.
Plus 2?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Middle
nice.
4.
not bad.
Got Max. Like, Ortis is channeling his MC vibes right now. Is all I'm gonna say. He's channeling that.
Before we go through the door, Fecht is going to activate a symbiotic entity.
Yeah, I can do the same with Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
It's at 5th level, I think. That's 25 temp hit points.
Okay. So yeah, do your buff spells right now, please, because the more you are cautious, the more it's gonna be making this interesting.
Does anybody want aid as well?
I'll take a aid.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go
Also, Nail.
Yeah.
Does your fire elemental disappear, or is it still up?
It disappeared.
Okay.
So Fecht and Ordis, you both get 20 maximum hit points, and that you also heal that as well.
Okay. Ordis, did you summon your echo?
I guess it was still up.
Okay, I'm just asking.
It can last forever. As
Yeah,
long as it's near.
yeah. I'm just asking because I see it and then, like, I remember it like being off the thing, so I was just making sure.
Even if you did, you can just summon it. So
No, it's fine. But I'm just asking because you guys are buffing and prepping, so that's all I'm asking. So, any more spells being cast, or are you guys ready to go in?
How long does Shadow Moil last again? It only lasts for a minute, so yeah, I won't be casting that until combat starts. Okay, that's everything.
Okay. Everybody else is okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who's opening the doors? Like, who has the weapons and who's going to be opening said doors?
Adrian has one, and I think Ortis has the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Otis got the battle axe, right?
Yep.
Is it with 20 or 25? With the H. Oh, with aid.
So what's the specs of the ice sword?
So basically, I'm based it off of the
Osprey.
yeah, because I used the base of the Iron Golem, but I tweaked it because it has certain abilities, because I call this the Infernal Iron Golem, even though it now has ice. Basically, Infernal means different things. But it's called an Elemental Sword. Basically it's again, I based it off of this because if it did not have the elemental damage, it would have just been, because this is like it's a weapon for it, but it does 3d10 slashing damage plus like 2d6 elemental damage.
Elemental ice damage?
Elemental ice damage, yes, because I said elemental damage because like it like could switch between fire and ice, basically. But that's one of its things. And since this was a strength weapon, it would also be using strengths. But since you have proficiency in martial and simple weapons, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because this is considered a magical weapon, but seeing that this is basically like to you, okay, to you, this thing to you as you are holding it, it is basically a great sword. The golem was using it like as a long sword slash great sword, as in like it was holding it with one hand and two-handed, basically like that. So basically, that's basically what the sword would have done, but I would use the long sword, not long sword, great sword specs, but it's going to be 2d6 elemental damage for the ice. So it's always going to be 2d6 because you have the gem in it. If the gem was not in it, it would have just been a basic metal great sword.
Oh wait, I have the first have the wand of haste. I forgot about that. So, do you want me to use this wand of yours?
Yeah, you can use it, either use it on yourself or me. Up to you.
Can you handle it?
Yeah.
Can you handle it?
Okay,
Can you handle my magic wand?
Okay, let's see if I can use this thing.
You need like I think for wands you need to be a spellcaster, right? For the wand of haste.
No? I don't think so.
Let me look that up.
You're thinking scrolls, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, scrolls. You could use scrolls, but
No, scrolls you have to be a spellcaster to use. Anyone can use wands.
Okay, well I'm looking this up. I just want to make sure. D&D, can anyone?
Yes, you can use wands in
Use
5th
a
edition
wand.
if you're not a spellcaster, provided the wand does not require attunement by spellcasters.
Okay. It says anyone can technically use wand, but it depends on the specific item's attunement. So, does the wand of haste require attunement?
No.
So, non-attunement / non-caster friendly, and can be used by anyone. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you could totally use the wand of haste.
Mm-hmm. So the Ice Golem Greatsword is 3d10 slashing and then 2d6 ice
So,
damage.
the great sword is 2d6, right?
Yeah.
So it's 2d6
Greatsword is.
slashing and 2d6 ice damage.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm going to roll.
yeah,
Roll a
because
dice to see if he accidentally shoots himself with the wand.
yeah, because the Infernal Golem, like, it does 3d10 slashing because it was like maybe because 3d10 is powerful, but I mean this was specifically made for this thing. I don't know.
You could say this takes a spell slot for it to add that damage to extra damage
Okay.
for a certain amount of time.
Can anyone use
Or
a iron
or you have like once a
golem
day or something.
sword?
Okay. Adrian, choose
But
already
using
then.
it effectively in combat is generally not possible without DM approval due to its immense size and weight. An iron golem is 12 feet tall, making its sword far too large and heavy for a typical medium-sized player character to wield in combat. Weapon stats: according to the stat block, the sword is a melee weapon attack with a 10-foot reach and deals 3d10 slashing damage. Alternative usage: blacksmithing. A skilled blacksmith could likely take the massive hunk of metal and reforge it into one or more regular-sized magical weapons or suit of armor. For DM, ruling a DM might allow a very strong character, such as one using Belt of Giant Strength, to wield it. So
I mean, Boris has a bell of giant strength, and he has a lot bigger, powerful build.
So basically, for you, you could totally wield it. For Adrian, though, yeah, it's pretty big. Like think of it like Guts sword big.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but basically, like the enchantment is within the sword. It's magically enchanted to the metal, so you could, in essence, have a blacksmith attempt to maybe, I don't know, cut it down a bit to a great sword size, or if you want to make it a long sword size, you could totally do that. But this is just like what it says by what I looked it up. Because it's by
Yeah,
size. Yeah, it's by size and weight.
Adrian would just want to change it into a frost brand.
What's a frost brand?
One of the elemental swords. It's one of the regular magic items that's in game.
It's the ice equivalent of the fire tongue.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, so basically, since you have the ice gem, or whatever I call the ice thing that was basically within the golem's core that was acting as it, I would say that's one of the items you need. And I think it was Nail or Layla, I can't remember who, that was able to, in essence, get it out. But considering that Nail basically did like a field amputation, so to speak, of inserting the gem into the sword, you would need someone a bit more skillful to safely extract it in order to do this. But you would need like proper materials and metal to make this ice sword that you want. Because this material is like magical steel, but it is not like, in a sense, capable, because when you are holding the sword, Are you wearing gloves or is it with your bare hands?
Yeah, I'd say Adrian has gloves.
Okay. Even with the gloves, you feel bitter cold emanating from this steel, as in so much that you might get frostbite.
Okay.
So basically, the steel is incompatible with the gem. So you would need specialized steel or metal to act as the medium for this sword,
Mhm.
which is
Okay.
which is what I'm just going to say out of character. You don't know, but that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. Adrian,
So
choose odd or
basically,
even.
so basically, for the iron infernal iron golem sword, you can't use it. I mean, you could attempt to use it, but it will be at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So that's basically the answer to your question of like if I could use it.
Okay.
So it will be
Okay.
3d10 plus strength plus 2d6 ice damage is how I'm going to rule it.
Okay. What were you about to say, Ordis?
Odd or even choose.
What was that?
Odd or even.
Even.
Okay.
Okay, I'm confused.
Or shoots himself with the wand of haste.
Oh.
Oh my god!
He grabs it backwards and just shoots himself with the magic wand.
The
Yeah.
doctor's depression infecting Ordis.
I mean, considering this is his first time seeing a wand, he doesn't even know how it works. So I would, yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, you're hasted for a minute, and you have to concentrate on it as well.
I mean, I don't think you do if it's a magical item or a potion. Otherwise, if you do have to concentrate on it, it would be require attunement.
No. It's just you're basically casting a spell through it, basically. You have to concentrate on the haste.
Okay.
What's the wording on the wand? Because if it says you cast the spell,
Yeah, wands you cast a spell through the
yeah, but I'm just making sure if it's not you are under the effects of or you cast the spell. You know, like you said with the potions.
Mhm.
That's all.
Why should I give it to Layla or Dale?
Well, they have spells they have to concentrate on too as well. So.
yeah, and other things, because I know you guys have magical items. I can't remember how many, but you guys do have magical items because I did create items that were fun. Because I know Nail has the bracelet of elementals that allows him to basically summon an elemental, like the summon elemental spell, but it doesn't require concentration. It just exists so long as you command it.
I actually have material components to make 2 of the elemental swords. I have the light crystal that I have a light crystal that is that Ordis used to make his
Sun Axe.
Sun Axe, and I also have a javelin of lightning bolts that I want to turn into a sword of contained lightning.
Yeah, because I know you have the Sunder sword, so you want to make the light sword, which was a radiant sword you wanted to make, and there's also the ice sword. So basically, you have key materials that you could try to create. However, what you're missing is basically a strong enough medium or core in order to do this, because you don't exactly know how the chromatic swords were created, so to speak. And I'm talking about like the chromatic swords, like based off of chromatic dragons, those type of
Yeah.
elemental swords. Because you don't know how those swords were created. You were able to make a Sunder Fang, but there was no such thing as a Sunder Dragon.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dragon
and-
for everything.
Yeah, in that new dragon supplement, I forget what it's called. Fizzban's something of dragons.
Hang on.
Thunder
I
Dragon?
think I have that book. Hang on.
Books? What are you, a nerd? Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Dragon book. Yeah, Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons.
All right, I'm back. So, there's
Yeah, the book is called Fizzban's
Treasury of Dragons. Yes, I actually have the physical book, and I have Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Delves.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that there is a Sunder Dragon?
Yeah, there's a psychic dragon. Yeah, the psychic dragon shoots bubbles out of its mouth.
That's a pink dragon.
I'm
What?
talking about a Sunder Dragon.
I think it's the gem type of dragon.
It's one of the gems. Thunder Dragon.
Is it the Amethyst
Blue.
Dragons?
It's not even that. It's just a blue dragon.
A blue dragon does lightning damage.
Or thunder.
Oh yeah, lightning. There's no official thunder dragon species.
Exactly.
Thunder isn't an element. It's lightning.
Yeah. So basically, the Thunderfang does thunder damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightning damage.
Wait. Actually, wait. Okay, wait. Is it the Thunderfang or the Lightning Fang now? Oh my
It's a
god.
thunder thing.
Yeah, it's
The
the
Thunder
Thunderfang.
Fang does lightning damage because thunder isn't a damage type, because that would be sound. Technically, thunder is the sound, lightning is the electricity.
No, my Thunderfang does thunder damage because it moves. When I swing it, it moves so fast it makes mini sonic booms, dealing the thunder damage.
Yeah.
Thunder is not a damage type in D&D.
Yeah, it is. What is there's Thunderstep, there's Thunderwave, there is Shatter.
Oh, thunder is a damage type. Wait.
D&D, thunder
Yeah.
damage.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, and thunder.
Thunder damage is a concussive shockwave of
Concussive
sound and
sonic
distinct
force.
from lightning. So it says distinct from lightning.
Yes.
That often forces constitutions.
Thunder wave is the source they give as an example versus lightning bolt.
So thunder is basically a damage type. That is different. Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
So you have the Thunderfang, which I think you were able to create by the help of Ichigo, which I think the Thunderfang was originally his, which he kind of like helped you forge it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's the lore of how you automatically got that one.
Mhm.
But the like actual chromatic elemental swords like that of dragons, I have a fun thing for you to get those. Okay? I'm not gonna say, but like I have a fun way. But getting off topic, us discussing about plans for like how I'm going to torment you guys in my D&D game. But So there is a door here that is blocking it, and I know Adrian and Ortiz, you do have the swords that are currently acting as keys, because the golems use them in order to like get past like the lockdown. So do you use the weapons?
Yep. Well, Ortis only has a minute until his haste ends, so yeah, I'll use that.
So you guys do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with Ortis and Adrian using your actually Adrian, what is your strengths?
10.
Okay. I would say you would need help for someone to help you lift up the sword.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Horse is fine.
yeah, because
Effect will help. I have a strength of 15.
yeah, okay, so I would say with two people, you manage to lift it up and go to where you need to go to, like, activate the thing. And the door, like, cracks open with gears, like, opens up, and you do see a infernal golem, iron golem, basically laid bare, its torso ripped in half, arms ripped off, sprayed across the room, its core basically ripped asunder and crushed. But yeah, and you don't see anything, but you do see what appears to be a blood trail or so leading here and leading here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So is everybody going inside?
Yep.
Yes, effect is on his King Von arc right now.
So everyone is inside. So my big question is, do you leave the door open?
We should
No.
probably not.
Okay, so Otis and Adrian, along with Spec, you go and you use the keys to lock this door.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoosh.
For the things that go out first.
Okay, okay.
Effect doesn't give a fuck. He's just walking straight ahead.
Okay. Wait. I'm going to make you guys move by your character speeds. Okay, so, like, let's all go back to the room, okay? Where is Ortis? Okay, making sure. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Again, move up to your movement speed. We'll go one at a time. Okay?
Ortis has double his. He has 60. He has 60 feet of movement speed because he's hasted.
Yes. That is true. So I am just making sure because, like, I have something, so, like, everybody moving in at the same time is like there's things happening. Okay, so Ortis, you get right about there, and your passive perception is 15 or so.
Yep.
Okay, you immediately see an infernal iron golem with its sword impaled into itself. You see it's still functioning. You see it kind of like looks up to you. Says nothing because these things never once said a word, but it just acknowledges you. You see
Okay.
its leg is ripped off, and one of its arms is basically badly mangled. But it's impaled into the wall and can't move. It looks badly
I
damaged.
wonder if we can control it. Or I think so. So, okay.
So that
This
is what you
correct
see.
person to-
So that is what you see. You moved. You still have an action.
Okay.
Anything in that room, Ordis?
Just the iron golem, heavily damaged.
Yeah, you also
Okay.
see cages. These
Okay.
cages look empty, but you do see blood. You see that some of these cages were torn open, all except one, and you see that there is an individual covered in blood, basically cowering in the corner.
Who's this individual?
You see it's one of the natives. So that you do know. It's one of the natives that were captured and possibly experimented on. But you see that this individual, there was no harm, no injury on them. It seems like it just got covered in blood spatter from whatever was in this room that was attacking.
Okay. We'll have other people begin coming in investigating. I guess. Well, I mean, he's practically safe, I guess. So, I guess he'll just tell everyone to head to the other side.
Okay. Adrian will then start going to the other side.
Okay,
He will be stealthy.
roll for stealth.
21.
Okay, you are unseen.
Mhm.
All right.
What is your passive perception? Adrian, what's your passive perception?
It is, I think it's 15 as well.
Okay. So you do see up ahead, you do see what appears to be rooms. You see beds of sorts. You see chests. You see like this might be a storeroom of sorts. Also, I should actually also tell you about the main room you're in. You see that this room is lit by a purple blazer, which is probably using Mazerite oil to light the room. You also see that there are two doors of sorts, but they are closed.
Mm. Okay.
But I guess for anyone who is magical, you do detect faint magic emanating from these doors, but not strong enough.
Oh, these are doors.
Mm. So, what kind of creature was it that we unleashed?
In I think is it in meme? In meme, um, to above, it's the one that I posted. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that. It's like body horror-esque mutated creature.
I wonder if I should cast Detect Thoughts to get it. Actually, yeah, I'll cast Detect Thoughts, and I can scan for scan for presences. Actually, with Detect Thoughts.
Okay, so my question is, you okay? I know Otis went in and whatnot, and I asked what Otis was going to do for his action or whatnot. I know you went in stealth, and this will be your action.
Mm.
Okay. So you are detecting surface thoughts or presence to see if you could detect where this thing is. What is the range of this?
Yeah. So it's the very last paragraph. You can detect a creature with intelligence of 3 or you can't detect a creature of intelligence 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any languages. Okay. But the range is 30 feet of me.
Within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. But 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks the detection.
Okay. So that means... Okay. So within 30 feet of you, so...
Mhm.
That range. Okay. You detect thoughts using your magic. You don't detect anything other than nail and possibly fect. But that is all you detect.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved to this corner. That's my turn.
Okay, and you don't do anything for your turn?
No. I guess I can prepare to attack something if a giant monster with hands where there should be hands tries to attack me.
Okay, no, I'm just asking, is there anything you do for your action? That's what I'm saying, because you guys are moving. You don't know what's what. Okay. Fect, what are you gonna do?
I was gonna still checking. These are doors?
Yes, these are doors, but they are closed.
Locked or just closed?
Like solid. There's no doorknob on it. You see, it's
Oh, so
just
it's
like it's stone. You see that it's reddish stone, and there's like some
yeah.
writing. There's some writing above the arches, but you don't see like you don't know what it reads
What
unless
does
you
the thing say written above it?
what languages do you know?
Infernal, Abyssal, and Druidic.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh man, it's like the one thing besides everything else. 13, it's not terrible.
Okay, you know this language, but it's the ancient language. And you know of it because, again, you are a remnant of the ancient civilization. However, your memory of the ancient language isn't great. So it's a bit muddled. You might get some of the words mixed up. But what you could tell is it says um temple of hang on, I actually have a thing written for this. Give me just a minute. Uh because it's legitimately all I have. One is Temple of Secrets and Temple of Daggers.
Alright. That's not weird.
So Temple of Secrets, Temple of Daggers.
I mean, in character effect, it's just kind of like he wants to murder the fuck out of this thing. So
Yeah,
he's just too pissed.
but again, that's kind of like what you read. by your translation. Again,
Yeah,
you do not know what exactly it means, but by your interpretation, this is what it says, like Temple of Secrets and Temple of Daggers. That is
Yeah, I know. I was
using
just
your
gonna say
information
that.
of the languages that you know.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying in character. I don't know how focused effect would be on the language now that I think about it, because he, you know,
Yeah.
he wants to he wants to resize the doctor's esophagus.
Fair.
So I don't know. We'll say for roleplay reasons, he just skims past it like as he's walking.
Sounds
So
good.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Adrian. So in character, I'm walking 60 feet, but like system wise, I'm taking the dash action to follow him.
Okay. Dash action. Okay. You enter the same room. This seems to be a storage room of sorts.
Mhm.
I have my passive perception is 24. If that picks up anything extra.
Yeah. Passive perception of 24, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, then you could totally see that there is something off about this wall here.
Like what exactly?
Like, it's not like a wall. Like, there's something off, something strange about it. Like, you see some of the indentations between the creases of the brick. It doesn't match.
Can I roll survival to see if this would be something like the creature's doing? It's like chameleon camouflage sort of thing.
You could roll investigation.
Oh man. Alright. 17, that's actually not bad.
You know for a fact that this is, in essence, unnatural. So you could tell that this is, in fact, maybe a door or a secret passage.
Alright. Sorry, I was just confused because I can just because I see it that there's still a hallway. So
Well. I don't
Yeah.
have enough thing to block.
no,
It's
I
just
no,
like
I know, I was just confused for a second. I was like, oh wait, no, this is in character. There's a secret door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess Fecht will like, I don't know, like hook Adrian's shoulder with his sickle just to like kind of get his attention, not actually hurt him. Even if Fecht wants to rip everything apart, and he'll just point at the wall. It's a door.
Adrian will go up to here, then
Didn't you say you moved there, so it's not exactly your turn because there's Layla who's left.
okay.
So Layla, what are you doing?
Wow, you didn't even let me finish. I was gonna cast Shillelagh as my bonus action. Like,
Okay, fine.
Why would you do this?
Fine.
No, it's fine. You know what? I'm just getting rid of all my cantrips. Anyway, that's my turn.
Oh dear
Continue.
God. But yeah. So bonus action, your Shillelagh is casted. Got it. Layla, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a look at that door.
Okay.
These doors.
Okay. What specifically do you want to look? So as I said, it's a solid, like it looks like a door, but it's made of stone. You see that there are archways, and writing above the archway, like within the archway, that says something. I don't know if Fecht told everybody this, or he didn't, but you see that there's some ancient writing. You're not sure what it says.
Hmm.
I don't think Fecht would have. It was more like a look
Yeah.
at it and just walk past sort of thing.
Yep. So, what exactly do you want to do? Like, what are you wanting to do as you are looking at these doors? Or should I say stone depictions of doors?
There's the fire pit in the middle, right? Or is
Yes.
that just...
Yeah, yes. That is like like the room is being illuminated by these purple blazes that you know are basically burning Mazerite oil.
Do I detect arcane magic coming from the doors
I
going
I did
closed?
say to anyone who has magical properties or abilities, you do detect faint magic emanating from these doors, but they are faint, like non-existent, like shadows, remnants of it, so to speak. Like it seems that whatever once powered these things magically has been cut off, so to speak.
Can I roll a
Arcana?
perception? And Arcana could work.
No. You said you wanted to roll a perception. What are you wanting to do?
See if there are anything else relating to the doors, like if there's cables, another artifact, a button, anything we may have missed relating to the doors.
Okay. Make a perception check. 15. So what you could say is that there is what appears to be a magical circle or so, like tattooed or so onto the stone, reddish stone. Um, you could tell that
Mhm.
the carving or tattooing is old, ancient. You can't be certain when this was imitated, but it seems to be as old as the stone depicting carved doors. What you can see that this appears to be a spell circle of sorts. You can't be sure, but that is what your perception tells you. But you could
Now
see,
I'll
but you can see that there are scrapes and marks, um, like on the doors and around the foot of the doors, as in like maybe someone was attempting to try and figure these out. That's what you also see. So maybe like the doctor and possibly someone else was trying to figure out how these things worked.
I open the doctor's journal to see if there's a page that mentions these doors.
Okay, so that's what you're doing for your turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I would say that as you're searching through the doctor's journals, you do come across a page that has the same symbol of these doors. And what you can see in his chicken scratch up writing, you see that what languages do you actually speak, Layla, first?
She speaks Infernal and Common.
Okay. You see some writing and it's written in something, but as you read it, it says the eggs have been baked. Things have not been cooked to plan. Must get new ingredients. What you can tell is that this seems to be gibberish. But you can tell that the symbol matches the symbol on the doors. But the writing is a bit, well, you're not sure. Seems gibberish. So that's your turn.
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Back to Otis, who went first. So you see that there apparently is one survivor there who's curled up in the corner, covered in blood. You see that there's a damaged infernal iron golem. You also see that there's walls here and whatnot. So what do you do?
Just gonna go up to this person
In the
and ask
cage?
him what happened. Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, you go up to the cage, and as you go up, the person just scurries more back and is speaking in a language that you don't understand. But the Sheikah plate does say the individual is asking who or what are you?
Horace introduces himself,
Okay,
but slightly faster
yeah,
with
but
haste.
yeah, yeah, and the Sheikah slate basically translate roughly, and the individual then speaks again, and the Sheikah plate responds, "How did you get past the creature?"
Oh, get past speaker. Is it still here?
The individual only said, "I only heard the screams and and I just closed my eyes." So you see that there is like massive pools of blood. So if you want to try to attempt to track the creature, you would need to roll a good survival or investigation.
He has better survival than investigation. He'll throw survival.
Damn. Okay, with a 21, you see that like since there are big scud marks of like blood all over the place, you do see that some of the blood like doesn't match like being pulled against the wall. You see that the blood kind of like smears through this wall a bit. So what you could tell is that this could possibly be a passway.
Okay, he doesn't know how to open it. He'll probably pull out the axe and just see if it works.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
You just tap the wall with the axe?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like everybody would hear like stone moving across stone, like as a door opens up. Otis, you see um um give me a minute. I need to get something. There we go. Just give me a minute. You see a creature knelt down, what appears to be munching on what appears to be like a torso and some forearms. Hears this, turns, and stands at its full 6.5 foot and looks at you.
Guys, I found something. Just puts away the heavy axe and grabs his sun axe and turns it on.
Everyone now hears this hideous screech. Its tongue, long ass tongue, unfurls like an anteater tongue of sorts. Its hands attached to its mouth to probably help gorge down more food. Its longer, slender hands at the ready. And
Oh, that just reminds me of a quote about praying mantises.
oh my god, yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Thank you.
The true Frax description of a praying mantis's mouth. Imagine a mustache of fingers that helps it eat its food.
Yes, exactly what I went with the meme. Like that's kind of like what I was going for of what this thing was and whatnot. But yeah, um, getting back on topic. Combat has now officially started. You hear this creature roar. You hear the sound of like Otis basically igniting his sun axe, which you do recognize because he has been using it a lot. So I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Does haste affect initiative?
No.
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 No, haste just affects your movement speed, I believe.
And you
No,
can
but-
attack 3 times. Yeah. It affects your movement speed, armor class, and the amount of times you can attack in a single turn.
Yeah, it basically gives
Oh, you also have advantage on dexterity saving throws, which you already
Right,
have
yeah.
since you're a barbarian. Yeah.
Okay, sort. Okay. What?
Yeah, it basically gives you an additional turn every turn. That's what haste does. So you gain an
Kind of.
extra action.
So you can only do 1 attack with that extra action.
So
Yeah, but you can also use the dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. So if it was fully. It's really not meant to be used for attacks because of how shitty it is at that.
Well, you also get a +2 AC,
Yes.
which is very nice for melee fighters.
okay. So top of the initiative is Layla. So Layla, you hear the screeching of this creature. You hear the ignition of Otis's Sun X. What do you do?
Going to.
Yeah, you'll be right about there. You won't be able to see what's beyond the corner.
Yeah.
Like you're right here. But
Right there, and
yeah, but as you get into this like thing, you do see the massive bloodbath that was like here. You see ripped torsos and whatnot. That was probably food for this thing.
yeah, dash there, end of turn.
Okay. Next is Fecht. Fecht, you hear the screech and growl of this creature and the ignition of Otis's Sun Axe.
I'm going to ignore it and go to the door. Through the secret door. Because either way, it will take me fucking like 3 turns to get there. So I might as well see if there's anything else past this spot.
Okay, you want to try to activate the door?
Yeah.
Okay, what you can see is that this door might react the same way as the swords and axes of the golems might have been used to activate it. So if you move there, and Adrian, if you decide to go respect and try to open it, I will count it as both of your actions being used to open up this door.
Come on, come on, Adrian. Remember that time I got you a cookie?
But is that your turn, Fecht?
I don't know. I mean, can I don't know. This is gonna be a weird. Can Adrian throw me the thing, and then I use like my object interaction, or
Because
I don't know.
Adrian is the one with the sword.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if he could like toss it to me, and I can use my object interaction, like my reaction, to catch it.
So
And
I
then-
would say this, Adrian, if you choose to forego your action and like move to Fecht, like you will forego your turn and you will be helping Fecht with his to open up the door. You can still move, but you forego like any other actions.
Mm. Is it my turn yet?
No, I'm saying
I'm
Fact wants to open this secret door that he believes that would react the same way that the swords and the axes of the iron golems have done. But
Basically, it's your turn.
basically,
Yes, 'cause you go next.
basically, it would take both of your turns to
I don't know where this will lead. Don't want to create an extra way for this to leave, for whatever creature it is to leave. So let's head to take out the creature first.
you just get the prompt. Fact will remember this.
okay.
Yeah.
So Fact,
Alright.
that's your turn. I mean, you could
Well, I mean, I still have the dash action.
yeah, you still
Okay.
have the dash action.
So I guess I'll just take my movement. I'll push past Adrian, not very like maliciously, but it's just like you dick.
Yeah.
See what's
Okay.
what.
No, I get your meaning with that.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm actually gonna talk to you. I hate this player now. Anyway, that's my turn.
So yeah, that's what happens. Adrian, it is your turn.
Yeah. Adrian will cast Shadow of Moil on himself, and then enter.
Shadow of Moil is a bonus action.
That's an action.
Yes. Okay. So you are using your bonus action to dash then.
No, and then I'll be casting. Then I'll be using Shiro form.
Ah, got it.
Activate
Okay.
that, yeah.
Roll 2d4 to activate it.
Mhm.
5. You
5.
sacrifice 5 of your hit points in order to activate the Shiro form.
Okay. There we go. And then Adrian start running.
So I will say this. Activating like forms like Shiro form or whatnot is going to be a bonus action.
Yeah, you already said that was a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. I need to be very sure, but. Fact, oh my god, I was thinking of Block and Sun. Oh my god. Like, I'll never forgive this. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay, anyway, getting back to the game. I love that show. So is that your turn, Adrian?
Yeah.
Okay, it is the creature's turn. This creature is going to be moving right up on you. Otis, like, and it is going to make 2 attacks on you. First one is a miss. Need to remember I need to do this, that. And the second one is gonna miss. Damn. So this thing misses its attacks on you. But I just like get up right in your face and you could smell like raw meat / corpse emanating from how close you are to this creature. It's your turn.
Okay, he's trying to make this creature's life not happy. So he's going for the most direct way. Attack.
That misses. That hits.
Wait, I got. Oh, that's a 1. So I'm going to re-roll that.
Because you have Great Weapon Master of Fighting?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's hulking figure.
Not that one's attack.
Oh.
Is a 1. Puts me in attack 4.
Okay.
roll one. 1d10. 8. So that runs 2. 8 plus 7.
So 8 plus 7, that is
15 plus the whole configure. So 15 radiant damage and 1. Yeah, the 16.
so 16. Got it. Okay,
But
you
wait,
slash into this thing. It's upon further inspection, you can see that it is actually also wounded because you see that it has like burn/ice marks upon its body. So these golems must have given it one for its money.
yeah, we're just continuing the onslaught. Yes, thanks to haste.
Yep.
Let's attack one more
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you can
20
attack one more
hits.
time.
17.
17. Okay, he's still up.
That'll be the end of Orders' turn.
Okay.
Well, actually, he'll create Echo.
So bonus action, create your echo. Boom. Let me just calculate something. So I'd say he's still up, but he is probably half health at this moment. Nail, it's your turn.
$15, $20, $60. Yay, I managed to cross a single room.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Layla, it is your turn. Layla is away. Wait, I forgot. We'll forgo her turn. Oh, Layla.
Back.
Yeah, Layla, it's your turn.
Go here.
So you see this 6'1.5" creature just towering over a bit of Otis. Its long ass tongue that is acting like an anteater, so tongue. Its hands that are humanoid hands that are like stitched together, basically acting as the whole thing is just like roaring. Like it's getting like right up in Otis's face. But you see that there has been
Horse is 8
damage.
feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah. But you could see that this creature has been damaged by like fire and ice damage. So you can conclude that the golems must have done good damage on this creature before the
Yep.
golems ended up the way they ended up.
Okay. I cast Mind Sliver.
Okay, this is an intelligence save.
Yes.
Why do I need to remember I need to do GM roll. I'm so oh my god. Okay. Just saved.
All right. If
I mean,
doesn't
it's
take
not
damage.
like dumb. It is intelligent, just not like super intelligent. So, is that your turn?
Yes, I have my turn.
Okay. Fact, it is your turn.
That's my whole turn.
Okay. Adrian.
Adrian will bonus action Misty Step 30 feet.
Okay. You just like do a little like ninja hand motion as you like just teleport.
Mhm. Run 30 feet, then dash another 30 feet.
Okay,
The action dash.
so you'll probably get right about there. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's your turn. Now it's the creature's turn. The creature sees that there are two creatures that look like you, but it's going to do its stripes at you, and this time it doesn't need to use its bonus action to dash. So this thing can do something very unique. Does a 23 hit you?
Actually, no. While the haste is still on, it's
Okay.
24.
Okay. So I need to get like 18 and above. Okay. Nope. Then it's gonna use its bonus action, and it is going to attempt to grab you. And pretty sure 12. Basically, you need to make a strength save against this creature as it's trying to like grapple you. So make a strength save or strength check. Strength check, strength save. Basically, you managed to prevent from being grappled because if this thing successfully grappled you, it was going to take a bite attack on you. But it failed. This thing failed so badly. Alright, Otis, it's your turn. This thing just tried to grab you and whatnot for whatever means. It probably might have tried to take a bite out of you. What do you do, my friend?
Continue attacking.
Eighteen
18.
hits.
Attack again.
21 hits.
Attack again.
17 hits. Okay, and that's 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, just doing my calculator.
What makes up the attack coming from him and his echo, confusing the monster.
Okay. Trying to confuse it, but yeah. Not looking too good. It looks bloodied.
That's the end of Orders' turn.
Okay. Nail, you're up. Is that your turn? Oh, no.
Oh, there. And that is my turn.
Okay. So you just action dashed, right?
Yep.
Okay. Layla, it's your turn. You see that this creature is very badly wounded.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at it.
Okay.
At first level. Where is it? Ah, here it goes.
Okay.
There we go.
How you want to kill it?
Oh. Okay, one bolt shoots at each of its kneecaps, and the last one goes through its head.
So,
Yep.
You see that O is what is remnant of its head is basically its tongue as it's just like flapping and then like falls to the ground dead.
Oris's echo pokes at it.
Dead. So you killed this monstrosity.
Yeah, I think at this point the haste runs out.
Should
Was it?
I think
Was
haste
it?
lasts
Yeah.
like an hour. Hold on. Or a
No,
minute.
you're unable to do anything for the next 6 seconds.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah, you're out of combat.
Just
you
making
still have this golem that's basically there. It acknowledges, like, it sees you, but it can't exactly do anything because it's too damaged.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, haste only lasts a minute, so I guess it would.
But
up to
you
you,
do,
it's over.
but you do see that there is, in fact, another purplish blazer that is emitting light into this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oris gives a thumbs up in slow motion.
I'm just reminded of that scene in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where everybody is like drinking coffee and like they're so fast while everyone else is so slow.
Yeah.
That's just so funny. But yeah, that happens. I'll get rid of the initiative tracker. But you do see what appears to be an open pathway now.
You'll Oris go deeper in there.
Okay, so as you go in, Ortis, you see what appears to be a faint reddish drawing of a symbol. Onto the ground.
Doesn't recognize it, so he'll grab his tablet and scan it.
Okay, the tablet scans it and says, "This appears to be a strange marking, but it is very similar to a circle of teleportation."
So it's an escape room?
Logically, this might be an escape room that the individual might have used. Yes.
This creature was here.
Sadly, it did not have the proper incantations in order to activate this sigil of the teleportation circle. Sadly, only those with magical abilities can activate these magic circles.
Yet this creature was here.
It probably was locked away by the creature of the iron golem, probably trying to keep it locked away. It probably would have starved. That is my logical assessment, but I am not sure what the intention was.
Is there a way to control these golems?
Sadly, I do not know. We would need to capture one, or capture its containment, or capture one of its cores intact, and possibly we could study them. But I do not know.
Does a caster spear work on them?
The capture spear works on all creatures and objects. If it is an object, it would automatically fail. If this thing is a creature, it can attempt to resist it. However, if the creature is unconscious or it won't put up much of resistance. These are mostly used to capture an unconscious creature once it is rendered defeated. It is mostly used for bounty hunting.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat
That's
this thing.
Oh my
You-
god.
Oh my. Okay, so you
Is that a
want
joke or is that real? Hold on, we got asked. Is that a
Real.
joke or are you for real?
you?
Okay,
Yes,
you're
it's
real. I mean, it's fine.
Okay,
Every
okay.
time
mean-
you eat something, we have to ask if you're joking
Yeah.
or not because we don't
Yeah.
know with you.
Yeah, yeah. I do need to be sure on that. Okay, so using the symbiote, you're going to devour this creature. Okay, got it. So everybody just hears the slimy inkiness of the symbiote that is affecting Fett, begins to decompose and digest the corpse, and Fett. I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
All right.
Roll high. That's all I'm gonna say. Roll high. Ooh.
12 is above 10, which is pretty high, right?
So Fecht, as you finish digesting this, everybody who sees Fecht see him begins to vomit up some of this ichor of Mazurite oil. Um, Fecht, your body begins to ache badly. You feel like your body was dipped in acid. You try to regain your composure, but it is so bad. You're vomiting more and more until you're on the floor, just like badly wounded. Not like HP wise, but that you ate something sickening, and you have food poisoning bad.
I can't be poisoned. I mean,
Exactly. But this is like affecting you differently for a different reason.
maybe one more bite will help.
This was like I'm saying this was after you completely ate the creature.
Yes, I know. I was making a joke.
Yeah. But that's what happens. I'm saying like you were poisoned with food poisoning. I'm saying the feeling of it, not that you were poisoned. I'm saying the feeling that you were poisoned by your food, like food poisoning. But
All right.
but you can stand and whatnot, but you do feel sickish right now, like vomit, like motion sickness bad.
You now know the feeling of eating Taco Bell and Chinese food in the same day.
You had me at Taco Bell.
Oh god. But that's what happens. So the corpse is now gone. Boom.
Feck kind of just looks at his chest, like his chest area. Just like, eat better next time. He says to the symbiote as he just walks past. As he walks backwards.
You
So I assume it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
you get like the feeling of like someone smacking you, like smacking the back of your head, and you get the feeling that like possibly this is like a reaction from the symbiote to your comment.
Not my fault. He doesn't let me win con saves. You know. My failures are his, and his failures are his also.
But yeah,
So
I
you
give
said
him- I give him food and water and shelter, and a fucking roommate. By the way, I gave him a roommate, and this
Well-
is how he repays me.
well this is the thing. This is what happens when the two symbiotes they forged into a new entity. So basically, they're fusion. But basically, you kept feeding them this, but they do need sustenance, like actual sustenance. You just fed them like a dead, mutated corpse that was using Mazurite corruption. So maybe it didn't, agree with them.
We've eaten worse.
Sure, whatever you say.
We ate the insect queen.
Well, yes, but that was not by Mazurite corruption. I mean, it
Oh,
was like
oh,
affected
okay.
by
So
the
it's the
Mazurite,
it's the sauce that bothered their stomachs.
probably. I mean, like that was by Mazurite corruption, but this was like pure Mazurite oil, so probably it was like you were eating the cooking oil itself, not the French fries that came from the cooking oil.
Factful pulls out a Sheikah plate and just gives a bad like a 3 stars.
But yeah, you see
Made
this
me
secret.
nauseous, but it
Yeah,
had a nice aftertaste.
yeah, but you see this secret room. So ultimately, it is up to all of you what you want to do. There is an individual in here in the corner of this cage.
Where does this lead right here? Is this just the wall here?
Uh, no, there is a pass. Yes, you see that there is a pass that leads to a door.
Any
Layla, Layla, do you want me to free him for now, or do you want to leave him here until we know this place is secure?
what state is he in?
He is in shock, trauma. He is literally covered and soaked in blood from this creature basically biting into like someone and the blood was squirted on him. Kind of like situation.
He opened a bag. The creature opened a bag of potato chips, but it was not a bag of potato chips. It was a person. So we just went.
Leave him there for now. We'll come get him out later. First, you said this iron golem's acting weird.
No.
It's pinned to the wall.
It's pinned to the wall. It's badly damaged, as in like its arm is completely mangled. Its leg was
missing
torn
an arm
off.
and a leg.
Yeah, basically it's there. It's functioning. It sees you, but it's not like attacking, so to speak, because it knows it can't. Because it knows it is badly damaged. It can't do anything. It's literally impaled into the thing.
Poke with a stick too hard and it'll die.
Okay. I go over here. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on the native.
Okay.
To calm him down. And ask him, explain what were they doing down here?
Okay, so so it does need to make a savings throw because it does not know what you are trying to do.
Yes. Yes.
It succeeded.
It chooses to be in shock. Okay.
I'm saying he doesn't know what you're doing. You're doing some strange hand motions. So, you know. And this person just met you. So they don't know you.
Alright. Give me. Check. Okay. Converting sorcery points to create another spell slot. And casting Calm Emotions again.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
While that's happening, can Adrian try opening the door?
Sure. Yeah, sorry. Okay, this time it fails, and, he is now calm. So the door opens. And you, Adrian, come upon a private lodge room. There is a chest. There is, a table of sorts that looks like a workbench. You see, pools of water. And a bed. So that is what you see. What you could probably gather is this probably is the doctor's private room.
Mhm.
In fact, we'll start tearing this place apart looking for anything.
Yeah, let's criticize him on his wardrobe.
I meant just like throwing his pillow over, seeing if there's anything behind there. Just throw it on the
I was gonna be
floor.
like,
Rip open his cabinets.
I want to investigate the chest to see if it's trapped.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's probably traps.
Okay. So Okay, so now you want to investigate if that is trapped. In fact, you're like searching the bed and the bureaus.
I'm ransacking him.
Okay. So I guess Fact, Nail, and Adrian, are you also wanting to investigate?
Mhm.
Okay, so all three of you make an investigation check.
Can I just give
Can
Nail advantage and guidance, or do I have to make my own?
Do you have investigation as a skill?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you could give Nail advantage, and Nail has his own guidance.
Then I will give Adrian my guidance.
Okay. So now, yeah. So a 23, and Adrian, you can make your investigation, and you have guidance attached to it.
I will also cast borrowed knowledge on myself. Give myself proficiency in investigation temporarily.
Okay.
And I roll a d4 as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
because Fact gave you the guidance.
I'm gonna use a luck point on that actually. Okay. Guess it's fate.
So roll a d4 as well. So that is 12. Okay. So,
My 23.
Adrian, yes, and Nail has a 23. So, Adrian, you're just looking around. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You just see, like, the workbench. Probably might be something of interest there. You see the pools of what appears to be, might be water or might be table. You don't know. But, it looks like a pool of, liquid. Could be water, could be something else, you don't know. Could even be the Mazerite oil, you're not entirely sure. But Nail, with the 23, you're investigating if the chest is booby-trapped.
Yes.
You see that the chest is indeed locked. You could actually see that there are runes etched onto the chest. It doesn't have a lock, but what you could presume is that the runes might be the key to unlocking the chest.
Do they look magical?
They
nature?
look magical in nature, yes, but what is your passive perception?
9.
9. Okay. I would say because you rolled high on your investigation, I would give you this. You do notice, beside here, like etched in, you also see what appears to be a rune that is similar to the rune on the chest. So I will draw these runes.
Did he write his password down?
I will draw this. What? Okay. Sorry, it's just like my thing was acting weird.
At least his password isn't something stupid like Bossman69. I don't even know why you would need to write that down. It's super easy to remember.
So you can't get it open?
So these are the symbols.
Those are the 3 symbols on the chest.
Yes.
And
And
what about the one that you said?
So I will say this. You see that this symbol is the first, this symbol is the second, this symbol is the third.
And you said there was an extra symbol that was like carved onto the bed.
No, I'm saying you see a symbol that matches the symbols on the chest, like carved and or drawn on the bedpost at the foot of this bed.
Oh, so there's.
I'll just spell magic if you want me to cast that.
Oh, I mean, do the spells on the bed match exactly like in the same order?
Like I said, one symbol is shown here. Okay, that matches.
Which symbol is the one that matches?
This one. The circle.
I'm gonna poke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke the middle one.
Okay. As in on the chest or on the bedpost?
On the chest.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I figured it was too good to be true that he just left his password carved into his bed.
Like I said, you touched the one that's on the chest, not on the bedpost, right?
Yeah. I figured the one on the bedpost wouldn't be it. Okay, I'm gonna touch the one on the bedpost. Does something happen?
You touch it. The symbol on the chest glows.
Great. Hey, there's probably 2 more symbols somewhere around here that match these 3.
Okay, I'm gonna look underneath the table then.
Give me an investigation or perception. Okay. You actually do see that there is a symbol that is carved on the leg or so of the workbench. Sorry, lost train of thought. And it is this symbol as well.
Okay. No, I guess I will search this end table. In fact, you can search the other end table.
So you could either make perception or investigations, your choice.
Perceptions. 27.
Okay. So, Nail, with your 21, as you're investigating the bureau, you also find that this bureau is actually locked. And you see that there is a keyhole. That this is locked by a key. In fact, with your perception, you actually see that this drawer is also locked with a key. However, you do see at the side of the bureau thing is also a symbol, and it is the G-looking symbol.
Okay, well, push the symbols.
Okay. Who pushes what symbols next?
I guess I push the one. Go ahead.
I was going to say I pushed the G one last.
Okay, so Adrian, you push your symbol, then Feck, you push yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Adrian, you see that the chest lights up. However, it lights up with a red glow. And then from beside, you see something bubbling from this pool. You see something rising up. No, forget that. Come on, there's gotta be something here that is remarkably cool. I think this one looks much of that. Basically, something rises up and it's a humanoid-looking slime entity, and it goes in and basically goes in for an attack. The same happens over here. So, that's what happens. This thing tries to attack you. Does 12 hit?
No.
Okay, that misses. As it tried to swipe at you with its slimy hands. Okay, so I forgot that was going to be a thing, but doesn't matter. 2 is okay. But does a 22 hit nail?
Yeah.
Okay, you take you take 6 acid damage from this slime that shot at you.
That's annoying.
Yeah, these creatures spun up and starts attacking you guys.
Mhm.
So initiative. And it's only for Adrian, Nail, and Effect, because you guys are doing your own thing. Waiting for Effect. There we go. Okay. And I will add turn for these guys. Okay. So Effect. You hear these slime creatures. You turn around and you see that these things just risen up from the goop. These things look like humanoid shape, but they're slimy.
Alright, I guess I'll ice knife this one
Okay. That hits.
for 7 damage, and it has to make a dex save, or... Let me see. Treasure within 5 feet of the point. Yeah, okay, they just have to make a DC 19 dex save, or take an extra 5 cold damage.
Okay, dex save, you said?
Yeah.
Fails.
Alright, so he takes 7 damage as Effect walks over menacingly as he's in a no fucks mood.
Okay, so how much damage is that?
7 total.
7.
7 total. Okay. Bloodied. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Now, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack this guy for the first 2 and this guy for the third.
With magic
It's
missile?
already bloodied. Now, 2, 3.
Oh, Eldritch. Okay. 15 hits, 27 hits, and 20 hits.
So 19 to this guy, 9 to this guy.
Okay. Dead. They slump back in to the goop.
Hmm. So I've noticed a slight problem.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the code, and I assume these things are going to respawn every single time we push in the wrong code.
So I can either cast dispel magic on the chest, or I can cast like spirit guardians and just stand right here and spawn camp them.
So the reason I would not want to cast magic is, what if the chest is empty until you put in the wrong code? I mean the right code. Dispelling magic would make it so you could never retrieve what's in it.
I guess I just saw me stand in the middle here and cast spirit.
So
And
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll tell you since you located them. So this is the circle one with the line in it. This one is the awkward H looking symbol, and the one over here is the G looking symbol.
It's the first one, the second one, the third one. I'm trying to think of how I would want to do it. If I was
Like a
setting
book?
this up,
I actually
No.
took inspiration from a game with this.
left to right, I guess.
no, I mean,
Because Nail, you touched this symbol, which was the circle symbol. Then Angel touched his H symbol, then Feck touched the G symbol. And that was when the glow went red and then spawned these things.
yeah, it's the incorrect code.
While you guys are doing that, I will head on over to Otis and Layla. So, Layla, you asked the individual what was happening here?
Yes, where are your friends? What have they done to you?
So, the individual in a calm manner says they were taken. I do not know what has happened. I heard screams. Muffled, but screams. Agonizing. I do not know why this creature did not kill me, but it spared me. I do not know why.
Did it see you?
It saw me, but did not try to eat me. I do not know why it killed others and devoured them, but I do not know why it did not kill me.
Do you know anything about the red doors in the other room?
I do not know about the red doors. All I know is that the strange man with a book, the one that you have, was angry and would then take someone from these cells and don't come back. I do not know.
Hmm. Do you know what happened to any other prisoners?
All I know is that there were many of us, but then one day took many of us, not from this room, but from another room that we heard talk about prisoners in that room, but we heard that they took some, and they said that they removed them. I do not know, but it was some place called the barren lands.
Barren lands?
Yes, Layla, if you want to roll a history check.
I was about to do that, yes.
History.
13.
So you don't know much about this because most of your upbringing was sheltered, but from from what you could piece together from, I would say, from the downtime where you were talking with your friends and whatnot, uh, Adrian, some of his friends during the war, you could tell that they had most of their majorities on the front line, and the battle that they were having it on was called the Barren Land, which was a land that was so barren with the war that vegetation could hardly grow there anymore. And it's also the border between Firm and Joachim, the Greek Roman country and the Egyptian country. So the barren land acts as the border between those two lands.
Wonder why they took him all the way over there.
I do not know.
All right.
They said that they were going with the plan. I do not know what plan. I do not know what they did to my kin.
Oh. It's alright. Soon we'll get you out of here, and you'll be reunited with with the rest of your clan.
Okay. So you're gonna leave them in the cage, or you're gonna take them out of the cage?
We're gonna leave him there for now, and when we leave, we'll bring him out.
Okay.
Okay, or is just going to damage it, the cage, in such a way that if he needs to, like, escape, he can?
I'll just leave it open then. If that's the case, I'll just leave the cage. Is it still locked?
It is locked with a key lock, so you could possibly open it, because these cages are the same from the other cages, and since you still have the key from when this individual,
I'll open it.
So yeah, you can open it. So the door is open.
Okay, I open it for him.
Metal cage door opening.
But I do
Okay.
tell him to stay here for now and wait for us to return, because the doors out are currently locked. We currently lock them to prevent anything from leaving.
Yeah. So the native person just like nods.
Fortis will also scan him with the take a tablet to make sure he is what he is.
Okay, with the Shika tablet, the caretaker AI. Did you actually come up with the name for the caretaker AI?
Fortis calls him Red Orb.
Red Orb. Okay. Well, the Red Orb says the individual is naturally organic, just like the other individuals who are of the ancient civilization descendants. However, what I can tell is this individual has suffered from extreme shock and trauma and would need time to recover. That is my recommendation. Anything else seems to be healthy.
Good. Let's go check what the other people are doing.
So Layla, you're following orders as well?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are making your way. I'll let you move your characters, but you make your way. Making my way. So as you guys are making your way, room group, what are you lot doing?
Well, there are 6 combinations, assuming no button has to be hit twice.
What if it's just We read it. We press it like a book, left to right.
That's like putting 1, 2, 3, 4 on a combination lock.
Yeah.
Which is very lazy, but for an intellectual person, that does seem rather boring.
Well, maybe he thought simple is best.
Or he just thought nobody would get down here. I mean, if simple is best, he would have just used a key instead of a complex magic lock.
Well, keys can be stolen.
And locks can be picked.
Mm-hmm.
And this can be brute forced in 6 rounds, assuming nothing bad happens after the 4th.
Depending if you can brute force it.
Well, yeah, there's only 6 combinations, assuming no button is pushed twice.
Yeah. So Layla orders you actually get to the room, and you see that you do see a chest in the room. And you see that like everybody like had their weapons were so drawn at the ready, but there was a calm in this room now.
Let's go.
So,
We have a magic combination lock with a defense measure if you get the combination wrong.
These are the symbols.
Yes. So.
Yep.
So
And we know they're low.
So the O symbol is here, the H symbol is here, and the G symbol is there.
Have we tried going H, O, and G?
No. We've tried one combination.
Which was O, H,
2,
and
1,
G.
3.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so many combinations. Do these symbols mean anything, or are they just meaningless?
What you can tell is that these seems to be arcane symbols. And I just randomly drew actual like make-believe symbols. They're just like random things I drew up. If you want me to go more in depth, I will try, but like this is just random ass shit. Just to give purposes.
Okay, there's no secret meaning behind there.
No. If you want me to put secret meaning, the next chest that I probably do this with this special thing, I'll do that if you so wish.
Right. Let me check his journal again and see if he may have left something about this.
A reminder of what this combination lock was.
Yes. As you were going through the notes, again, some of his notes don't make sense. They're like gibberish. One is even like detailing like a shopping list. You do not know.
Well, that's just written in code.
Needs to be deciphered. It's also written in a language I don't entirely understand. But let's try HOG.
I have a better idea.
No, we are not just smashing the chest open.
Goes to the can I see the container? Can I see the doctor? Adrian?
Oh.
Well, I mean, we can do that, search his body for the key to these armoires, but I don't think he's going to tell us the combination, even if you threaten to cut off his arms and legs.
He's knocked out. We can just have Layla read his mind.
That would be difficult on its own as well.
Yeah, because the individual is asleep, so you basically like going into his dreams. Like the true demon that Layla is. I made a succubus joke because succubus are dream demons.
Yes, so he just takes the capture spear from Adrian and just summons the doctor.
It's
Okay.
in my bag of holding.
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding.
So he just asks, "Go ahead, his hand out."
Nah, he's asleep. Let's let him sleep. Let's just figure this out.
So do you take him out?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we can try it one more time to see if it's as simple as just them in order. Ortis, you stand by that pool of water and try to squish the slime monster. I guess, in fact, you could stand by this one and go to that one, and Layla, you can go push the button over here.
There was another button.
Yeah, so this
Yeah,
is the
sure.
O, this is the H, and this is the G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the buttons are located on objects throughout the room.
Yeah. Okay, so Adrian, you press the H.
Yeah.
Okay. You press it. Symbol here lights up. Nail, you press the O.
Yes. And
The
before
O.
Layla pushes the G, I'm going to prepare to cast Eldritch Blast again on the
Okay,
targets.
so the symbols light up, but then go red, and slime creatures spawn again.
Wait,
and
so the G didn't even get activated this time?
no, the G activated. Like Layla
Okay.
pressed it, but I said the symbols lit up, but they glowed red, and now the thing spawned again. So initiatives. Like this isn't exactly a very dangerous combat. So like I'm just like this is just like things.
No, that's when like we just go through the whole order, but it's I was able to kill one of them with 2 Eldritch Blasts in the third one. They've got like 20 HP. No, they have like 15 HP. If that. Because 7 got one down to like half.
Oh. Okay, these creatures' turn. These creatures are going to attempt to attack you. Let's see.
Attack them because we were holding our actions to blast them the moment they appeared.
Oh. Okay. Well, this one misses. Terribly. Does a 20 hit you, Vect?
No.
Okay. This thing attempted to, like, grab at you with its slimy humanoid form. It misses. Adrian. Well, actually, Nail, you said you held your action, so you do get to do your, not Adrian, Nail, you said that you held your action for Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my apologies. You do your Eldritch Blast.
1, 2, 3. Distributed the same way as last time.
Okay, so 28 it hits, 26 hits, 22 hits, so 2 on
12 and
this,
12.
2 on this, and 1 on this.
Yeah, so it distributes the same in 12 damage to each.
Dead.
First, they have 12 HP. Less than 12 HP, but more than 7 HP.
But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So another combination down.
I mean, these guys aren't hard to kill. It's just annoying that we're going to have to kill them possibly 4 more times. I think O might be the last one. If it was my combination, I would want to be standing next to the thing I'm opening as I push the last button.
So you would say it'd be this one, this one, and this one? Or one, this one, this one?
Yeah, one of those two. Either 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, or 3, 1, 2. So I've currently tried 2, 1, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you want Layla to press G, then Adrian press H, and then you press O.
I mean, if it was my combination, that's what I would want it to be. Something like that. So I'm actually next to the chest when I go to actually open it rather than having to walk. Guy's an old man. He doesn't want to have to walk across the room half a dozen times.
Well, he's not an old man. He's like mid-30s to mid-40s.
I am almost mid-30s. That's old.
Whatever. Okay, so Layla, you press G, Adrian, you press H, and then Nail, you press O.
Sure, let's try 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's why Orbs is holding his action. So if they come up, they'll cup up.
So, creatures spawn again. And I would say, Nail, that you hold your action, so I'll let you roll your, like you held your action for the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, okay.
So
well,
roll.
also
roll.
Ortis's, but yeah, let's...
Okay, so 12 hits, 22 hits, and 26 hits. And you distribute it in the same way?
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Okay, we're down to half of the combination.
So you did 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, and 3, 1, 2.
Yep. Okay, well. Adrian, Layla, do you have any suggestions on what next to try?
You've already checked GOH.
3, 2, 1. No. The remaining combinations are 3, 2, 1.
1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2, and 2, 3, 1. So we got this.
Okay, just a crazy thought.
3, 1.
Have we tried pressing them all at the same time?
How would one person be able to press all 3 of them at the same time?
God, we only left the syringe with his mind.
I don't question this guy's insanity if he can just spawn multiple of himself or has 2 servants to press the buttons for him.
Okay, we can try pressing all of them at the same time.
Or is it holding his action?
Which one? So you're all simultaneously just gonna press them at the same time?
Yeah.
Sure. All at the same time. 3, 2, 1, push.
Spawn again.
Or some the attack zone?
Okay.
Reckless.
Alright.
Yeah.
So 23 does hit Orders.
Yep.
You're using your Sun Axe.
Yep.
Dead. In fact,
They just
in fact, I'm assuming you're holding your action to attack
Yes.
these things. So roll for an attack since you're holding your action.
Alright.
23 hits.
13.
Bam. Dead.
Yay.
Okay, so you pressed them all at once in no specific order. Okay, so you tried that.
Okay, so yes, we got 3, 2, 1.
3, 1, 2. Or did you already do that one?
1. So yeah, it's 3, 2, 1.
So you need to do
2, 3, 1, and 1, 3, 2. Those are the remaining combinations.
No, you already did 3, 1, 2. I think. You already did 3, 1, 2.
We did
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 3. and 3, 1, 2. Oh yeah,
So it's 3, 2, 1, and 1, 3, 2 that you have left.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 3. We did 3, 1, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2 is one of those. These are the 3 we have left. We've only done 3 of them.
I love that this puzzle is the one thing that's driving you guys crazy with your like problem solving. I love this.
I mean, it's brute forcing a combination lock at this point. And there's, because I can't see anything with these symbols that would indicate which ones go in which order. The objects they're attached to don't make any sense in what order they go through. Workshop, armor, bed.
Well, they're placed there, but they're supposed to be hidden, so no one could try to figure them out. So, you know.
Yeah.
But what order are you doing it now?
Somebody already picked one. Adrian, you pick one.
1, 3, 2, I guess then.
Okay, so you activate that. I'm just gonna say that, and you all hold your actions for these things to spawn. They spawn. Again, those of you who are holding your actions, make your attack rolls. So 17 hits. 25 hits. Okay, you kill them, and they just slither back into the goop.
Okay, that leaves 3, 2, 1 and 2, 3, 1.
Is there anything else in this room other than what we see on the map, like more cabinets and stuff?
You do see that there is a door here. So you do see that there was a door here.
That's it. There's nothing else in the room. Just
There's
the
just
stuff.
this and the puddles of the pool of whatever liquid, probably making his goop homunculi or whatever.
All right.
We do this 2 more times.
Hello.
What combination do you choose?
I guess 2, 3, 1.
You press it. They spawn again. Make your held action attack rolls. 22 hits. Natural 20. You
That kills it.
You just cleave it. But yeah. So the last combination is 3, 2, 1.
We know our actions and we do it again.
And the chest glows. It glows with a blue glow, and the lock clicks like as it opens. I took inspiration from the God of War like chess puzzle where you have to throw the axe at the supposed symbols, and it's from this to this, because I was not looking left to right via through the screen. I was doing left to right from your character positions.
Yeah, I saw you guys do that.
Have we tried that before? We didn't try
No.
You did 1, 2, 3, but you
I
guys
numbered them this
assumed
way,
this
1,
was 1 and this was 2,
1.
2, 3. When this was 1, 2, 3.
It's still dumb to have a combination just being 1, 2, 3.
I thought we suggested whatever.
Whatever.
I could have
what's
sworn
the
I,
stupid-
The chest
what's in the
opens.
chest?
The chest opens.
I could have sworn I said a GON, whatever. Let's get the chest. What's in it?
In the chest, you see that there are documents and maps and some letters. You also see what appears to be 2 vials of liquid that is similar to the liquid that was in the pools.
Well, I called dibsies on one of the vials.
Do you want to cast Identify on one of them then?
Nope, I just want one of them.
Okay. What do these files say?
So these files, so Layla, you have the research notes, so you know that some of these are depicting his research on the experiments. However, this details the experimentation themselves. You see specimen 1 to like 12. And some have ended in fail, some have ended in success. But ultimately, what he is trying to do, you do not know. But all you see via through his like research notes in these files is saying that I am so close. Soon, we will make history, our pure and true forms at last.
Okay. Adrian, can you summon the one doctor dude so he can search his body for a key so you can then put him back in his Pokeball?
Okay. I'll summon him.
You summon in, whoops, still unconscious.
I'm gonna rummage through his bows for
First,
a
just
key.
strips him naked just to save time.
No, leaves closed.
You do find a key.
Okay, you can put him back in his Pokeball. Oh wait, do I find anything else on his body? We might as well just search him once.
Roll investigation, because you already did find the book on him automatically, and that was the only thing you decided to take. You didn't investigate him further. With the 25, you actually do see a letter, an envelope, and you do see that there is a seal on it.
The seal hasn't been broken yet?
The seal has indeed been broken, but you could recognize the seal as this appears to be a court of the Firhum family.
Okay, well. Put him back in his Pokeball now. I'm going to take the key if somebody else wants to read the letter and open one of. Does the key go to either of
I'll
these doors?
Who's taking the letter?
I'll take the letter.
Okay.
I'll take the key.
Oh, I grabbed the key. It's mine.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. What are you gonna do, nerd?
Oh no. I'm going to rummage through his drawers.
Okay. You open the drawer. The drawer opens. Inside, you just see some glasses, what appears to be a bottle of some kind. Could be water, could be like something else. That's what you find in the top drawer. In the second drawer, you actually do see what appears to be robes and clothes. No underwear. But clothes.
Right, we've confirmed this man goes commando.
Well, I mean, there's an entire other dresser drawer of stuff.
Yeah.
It just could be that his normal clothes are in this one and his undies are in the other one.
Oh my god, it's all women's dresses.
Guess
But-
it just opens the drawer.
Nail has the key, so you would need to take the key from him.
The things are locked.
Yes, that's why I rummaged through his pockets for the key. I'm gonna pass the key over.
Okay, Otis,
Toss it like
you
onto the bed.
catch the key, and you're gonna unlock the bureau.
Yeah, I'm gonna unlock the door.
Okay, you unlock it. Top top row. Sorry, can't even speak. Top row shows what appears to be books of some kind. Second drawer shows like his socks and his undergarments.
Okay. He grabs his undergarments and throws it to the I'm back. And then he grabs the books and puts it in his bag of holding.
Okay.
He also takes the sheet as well.
It's high class silk sheets. Yeah. You do
Aesthetic.
you. You do you.
Do you have silk loincloths?
It's regular undergarments, guys. Come on.
Well, at this time period, undergarments would be probably loincloths or just.
Cloths.
It's just funny.
Yeah,
Let's just say they're like regular briefs, okay? Whatever.
Either way,
Like, unless you want me to describe actual undergarments. If you're into
No,
that type.
we're fine.
Okay.
That's why I used a generic term called a loincloth.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys search whatever you wanted to search. You got all of the documents, all of that. Okay, so you are going down the hall. You all make your way until you come up to a wall here. I am going to presume that one of you produce the weapons, and the weapons does automatically open the door, and you are back into the large room where there were multiple beds to sleep in.
Were these actual like chests?
Indeed, they are actual chests at the foot of the bed.
Just start looting. Let's adopt a looting mentality.
So these are
Let's-
chests with basic locks. You could easily just bash the locks open.
Yeah, or it's just use the sun axe to cut it open.
Lightsaber.
Open it.
Opens up. You see what appears to be clothes, some armor, some potions, tonics. You also see some gold pouches in these chests as well.
What kind of potions?
You see some healing potions, from what you could tell. That's pretty much it. You also see
Okay.
some poison antidote potions as well. And you could tell
you
that
guys can
this,
take the healing
yeah,
potions.
and you could also tell that these poison antidote potions are specific to the Mazarite sickness.
that might still be useful.
Okay. You guys can have some of those healing potions because you're frontliners and you get beat up a lot.
Yeah, so I'll say in each chest there's 2 basic healing potions and 2 Mazarite antidote potions.
Okay. He'll take 2 pink potions.
I'll take 2 of each.
Meanwhile, I go back to the door. I take my Sheikah plate to translate what the letters are saying on
Okay.
these doors.
Okay. Translating, scanning. This is ancient civilization text. This says the Vault of Secrets.
Oh, did you
And I
want me to
think-
translate that for you?
As
Sorry, I just really wanted to kill that thing in here.
as the Sheikah plate says this and is actually going through whatever databanks he has, it says, interesting. There is no reference to Vault of Secrets in my data logs. However, Supreme Caretaker might know. However, we are deep underground, so connection to Supreme Caretaker is bad at best.
What about the other door?
Zhu scans. This appears to be the Vault of Weapons, or Vault of Arsenals. Again, I have no reference in my databanks. This must be databanks. This must be vaults like you have encountered beforehand, but these seem to be, as you say, not known in my library of information.
Hmm.
Are you sure this thing is smart? Because it seems pretty stupid.
My information is a bit
Shut
limited.
up! throw him in water. Whoa! The pain! I can taste God! He's burning! He's burning!
Either way, you know, I'm gonna try something. I go up to this door and touch it.
Okay, you touch it.
Yes.
What exactly are you trying to do?
See if it responds.
To you, Layla.
Yes.
Okay. You place your hand on it. This is the vault of
Oh,
Arsenal.
secret. Oh.
No,
I thought,
no, that's because
But this was-
the nail was here, so like, okay, but a vault of Arsenal, Vault of Secrets. Whichever one you want to do, that's fine. But you place your hand on it. I need you to make a Arcana check. $18. Then roll your magic casting ability. 21. Okay. So, with the 18 Arcana, you place your hand in the center of this symbol, which you do recognize this appears to be a teleportation circle symbol etched onto this door. Now, you try to do it, and as you are focusing your magical energy into the door, nothing happens, but give me a wisdom save. 8. Okay. Immediately your eyes glow in a vibrant color, which is the color of your magical powers. What color is your magic when you cast it?
I say orange.
Okay. Your eyes glow orange. The sigils and tattoos on your body also glow orange. You see yourself. You see visions of a desert, of a tomb. You see of dust and bones, catacombs beneath the heat of the desert. And then you are pushed back, and you feel like you just felt a wave of exhaustion. You get 1 point of exhaustion on this.
All right.
However, the door you attempted to make contact was the Vault of Secrets. So I would actually write Vault of Secrets. I don't know.
Showed a desert with a temple and that had a catacombs beneath it.
Catacombs, tombs. Yes.
Can I roll a history check if I remember there were any places in Fearum that match that description?
World history. 8.
I can't recall.
The only
Probably.
thing you could somewhat remember was old legends about temples or tombs that the ancients were buried in during the use of the civilization of Firhum, where supposedly the ancient pharaohs or ancient kings and queens were buried. But that's the only thing you could pick up on. Possibly this might be the vault or temple of secrets, but you can't be too sure. But that is the supposed rumor.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that? Oh, Layla. And then you are now. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Slight headache, but it gave me a few visions of a desert with a temple, and beneath it an elaborate
Is,
not labyrinth,
Tomb or
does that sound
catacombs.
familiar?
catacombs. It had catacombs beneath the desert sand with a tomb on top.
Does that sound familiar to Adrian?
World history.
Yeah, now I'll see. 1 second. History.
21. So, Adrian, you do know this for a fact because you are also from a line of nobility. You know for a fact that those of the royal family are buried in what you call the Temple of Succession. No, not Succession. In the Temple of Firhum, which is an old temple where the old royal family, during the beginning of civilization, was put to rest. You know, like where the pharaohs were put to rest in the pyramids type situations. But now that most of the royal family is now elven, um, you now know that they are not exactly buried there anymore. They are now buried like where the emerald tree is, since most of their knowledge are now put into the emerald tree, so that knowledge could be um like
Preserved.
brought back. Like think of it as the tree or soaks from Avatar, where you could regain some of that knowledge or something, kind of like that. That is what the emerald tree does. But this apparently must be like how the old like ancient Firhum royalty was buried. But you do not know where, but you know that for a fact that it exists, but you don't know where.
Okay. Um, and what was the sigil here again? That was unlock a door, another door.
So the sigils, the arcanic runes on these doors are the teleportation circles. So these possibly might be teleportation gates that take you possibly to these locations, since this is what Layla said. So you could possibly learn that this would take you to where that door was.
Does
Hmm.
Adrian mention this to the group?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell the group.
About the temple of royalty, the temple of the royal bloodline or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
which is also like the tomb of kings, so to speak. But now you
Mhm.
have the Vault of Arsenals left. So my question is, Layla, do you want to try doing that same thing you tried to do?
I'll try, but before then, I do let them know that one of the natives that we spoke to who was in the cage mentioned they were taking people to the Barren.
So Adrian, Nail, you know that name because of your history or so, that about the war. Adrian Moore, because you fought in the Barren Lands, and that's where you also made your contact with Ichigo. So you know about the horrors of the Barren Lands.
Mhm.
Is that temple nearby the Barren Land?
The Temple of Secrets, you mean?
Yes,
No, the Barren Lands is basically like no man lands during World War One. So that's more like not
I know that
desert,
part.
but
I just wonder if
no.
coincidentally nearby.
So Adrian says that this place exists, but no one knows because it's been buried beneath the sand and
It's
time.
lost to time.
Lost to time, yes. Because this was like when Theorem was first being developed.
Founded.
Because because yes, because most of the people were from Yarn, but then magic became a thing, and some of the Yarns despised magic and outcasted those with magic. That's where Theorem was developed, which was basically the magical kingdom. So basically, some of these were ancient humans, but then elves came here and whatnot, and then the elves and the humans kind of like married together, and then like soon enough, the elves became more of the long-lived species who ruled because they were more masters of magic. So,
Okay.
so basically, this is where the ancient remains of the former leadership or former people of the ancient times was.
Okay. Go ahead and touch that door, but first, can I have guidance?
Yeah.
Alright.
Or do you mean resistance?
Guidance. Because I.
Horse is helping the best way he can. Try pumping up his whatever quote is equivalent of magical energy into you to help.
Moral support, I see. You can't cast magic.
Okay, so again,
With
He
a
still has
thumbs up.
energy.
yeah,
He
okay,
still has energy.
yeah. So
Good
roll
job.
Arcana followed by your Charisma. 9. Okay. Can your Charisma safeguard you enough? 20. Okay. So again,
Plus I cast guidance. Does anything.
Guidance, which I'll roll for both of them.
you can only roll guidance.
Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So where do you put the 1?
Into Arcana
ones-
because it's a skill.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's
Yep.
skill. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. So 10. Okay. So you managed to make a connection with the spell. You infuse your magical energy. Give me a wisdom save.
Boy.
Oh, okay. Again, same thing happens. Your eyes glow orange. Your magical tattoos or whatever glow as well. And in this vision, you see of that of an arena, a mausoleum, a tomb with weapons, great warriors. Soon, the connection is lost. As soon you a backspace, like push back this time, and you gain 2 levels of exhaustion this time.
Yeah, I'll be out of commission for a little bit. 2 months of exhaustion. Okay.
It says you magically manifest Echo. So, we're just gonna try.
What are you trying to do?
He's just gonna try to see what Layla did, but with his constitution rather than charisma.
Okay. Okay. So you are okay. So you're focusing your power of manifest echo through this then.
Yeah,
Okay. Echo Knight. Do you what powers would an Echo Knight use? Like would it be your
it's my constitution.
Okay. So give me an Arcana, then give me your Constitution.
Okay, that's one.
Why is it at advantage?
That's on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
okay.
just one.
Yeah, so 1. Oosh. Okay. Uh
A
give
natural
me
one.
yeah, give me give me your Constitution then. 22. Okay. Then give me a Wisdom save at disadvantage. Okay. Even at disadvantage, you still rolled high. Good. Okay. You place your hand trying to figure out how this like magic circle thing works. You feel around trying to figure out how this thing works. Then you try to focus your magic, but like as you're trying to do it, not working. It's not working. You're thinking it's not working. Then all of a sudden, your eyes go like roll into the back of your head, and your echo. You see through your echo. It's not in this room. You seem to be in a room that is similar to this room, but different. You see that there are what appears to be weapons, tombs of warriors, all in a circular orientation. What do?
He's just looking around as his Echo.
You look around as you echo. Everything is confusing, but the one thing you do hear are like the clanking of metal. Bang, bang, bang. As in like people like stomping their feet or banging their staves, like that of like a war chant or whatever. You don't know where it's coming from, but you're hearing this. Bang, bang, bang. And you could tell that this is emanating from the tombs. But in one circle, but in within the circle of these tombs is one tomb that lays was that of a knight's tomb.
Okay, he looks towards the knight's tomb.
As in your echo moves.
Yeah, towards it.
Boom, 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 boom. You move about 30 feet. But for some reason, your echo doesn't disappear because you are like beyond 30 feet. Something weird is going on. You get closer and closer, and you see where this knight's tomb is. You see that there are inscriptions on this tomb, but you can't make it out. But you see what appears to be mules of what this knight has done. But one mule depicts this warrior fighting against another warrior who is apparently channeling the power of a great serpent. And then you hear the voice of Jormungandr. So, The great champion of Yarn, who vexed those I called kin, is here, rotting beneath a mausoleum to his arrogance and pride. I must say, it's befitting of him. But tell me something, Ortis. What is it you seek? Do you seek glory? Do you seek his weapons so you may derive these heathens about the bloodshed among your kin? All you must do, Ortis, is accept my gift. Channel the poison of hatred. Kill those of Yarn blood who have butchered all of your kin. You know it is to be true. They slaughtered meaninglessly, while you have only fought with honor. Just accept my gift, and let those of the gods fear your power.
And what's the price?
The price? I am Jormungandr. The world will end by my tale, but I will fall before Thor as he will fall before me. But you carry my weapon, my poison. You will grow powerful, but you are just a champion to me, as the gods have their champions. I seek vengeance upon the Aesir for hurting my kin. What has the Aesir ever done to you, Ortis? After all, the gods are selfish and petty. You are a great warrior. You are neither selfish or petty. You are selfless and brave. I only wish to give you the tools to fight these treacherous snakes. And don't tell me I see the irony, for I am a serpent. But I simply wish for you to grow stronger.
Just standing there, shock, trying to process it. Because he still, a part of him does want to take the offer. The other part's warring against them to not take it.
Do it!
You have proven yourself before me, which makes you more than worthy of my power. You are more worthy of being my champion than those before you. Those who claimed my blade, but used it for their own means, than protecting and fighting to protect our home, to protect Guncar.
Do you want to protect Gunkar? I have
Protect
to admit that I want to destroy enemies. I want to slaughter.
then accept the gift.
Don't know.
At this point, everybody else just see Ortis is deathly still. And he is muttering in, Orcish and Giant, right? Ortis?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just muttering in Giant right now. As everybody like sees to like just see how he's going, you see that his eyes are like rolled into the back of his head, and you do see that the magic circle thing is glowing, just like it did for Layla. So this is affecting somehow.
Do you relay that I saw an arena when I was interacting with this door?
I think he's high.
Like you saw like an arena and a
Then I
mausoleum. Yeah,
mausoleum, a coliseum.
yeah. But Otis, you just see yourself what appears to be a mausoleum. But you don't hear any of your friends right now.
Or is this like or is it part like or is mentally having a war in his head, like kind of yes and no. It's tearing him apart.
You then hear you hear Yomangander. You hear Yomangander say, you do not need to decide now. Just know that if you call upon me, I will answer. You just need to You just need to simply answer the call, and I shall help you. I shall come forth. For I am locked the waves in the blade, and only a great warrior can release me. You can decide this. I shall only answer your call, Ortis.
Or is this what is it if what are the consequences if I accept your power into me?
There are no consequences. I will always be bonded to your soul. We will be one until death parts us. That is the cost of this power. But you will be more. You will wield the power of a great titan, a great giant. God, doing that voice hurts my throat.
Or is this like this is something I definitely have to think about.
Do
And
take your
what's
time, Ortis. But as I say, caution will always lead to those of death. Then the voice disappears, and your vision fades as you are brought back to this room that you are now back in with your friends. And you manage to like back away, like touching your breast. But you see where the mark of Jormungandr is. You see it did not grow. You see it has shrunk a bit. As in, he is giving you time to sink on this deal.
Otis, are you okay? You were stuck to the wall for a few minutes.
I had a conversation with Jormungandr.
Who?
A giant snake god.
Oh.
He was offering me power.
Did you say
You
yes?
You said no, right?
I did not say yes.
Good. You know better not to make deals with giant, scary, and eldritch entities. Especially one we had to fight before to free your soul. You did say no, right?
Well, I mean,
Horses looks at his arm. What the mark is that?
Like I said, the markings of Jormungandr has shrunk. As in, like he was giving you that time to
What does he, Ortis? What does Jormungand do again, Ortis? I don't remember. Ah, yes, it's that snake that everyone fought. So shall we check the other sigils then? This one over here.
what sigil?
This one over here.
You know that is a teleportation circle sigil, but you do not know where that might go.
Can we roll a Karna to check?
If you so wish.
Okay. Arcana. Not sure what. No clue. And now, can you take a look at this? So if I wanted, or so, how does this spell work again? I will study these symbols for 1 minute, I guess, and commit them to memory. Great.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can teleport here. Because I have the spell teleportation circle.
Yeah, and you copy all the sigils that is commanding to this location, so now you have that.
Mm-hmm.
We can essentially turn this place into our base.
No, just in case you ever need to get here.
Okay.
Well, we know. One led to a coliseum. One led to an ancient tomb. Tomb of secrets. Coliseum.
But now, can you try reading these sigils? See what this leads to?
Sure. And you should probably free the one guy in the prison cell that was all covered in blood.
Is he not free yet?
Yeah, we left the door open for him.
And the guy
Okay,
is
then you
still
should
there.
probably tell him
Yeah.
that we're getting ready to leave. 26. My Arcana, goodness.
I give you advantage.
I mean, the chances of me rolling higher than an 18 are pretty low.
You never know.
Yes, I do.
Now you know.
A 26 on Arcana.
Jim?
Yep. I'm still here.
So where does this teleportation circle lead to then?
Can you actually figure that out with the sigils?
Up to you, I think.
Because I know this is like the teleportation circle for this area.
Mm-hmm.
Because like teleportation circles are like fast travel points. So if you have access or the knowledge of another teleportation circle, you could basically teleport to that teleportation circle using this one.
Mm-hmm. And what's this place called again?
We'll just say the doctor's secret lab or secret dungeon. The doctor's dungeon. Let's call this that location. The doctor's dungeon.
Okay.
Doctor dungeon. So basically, if you have knowledge to another teleportation circle, you could totally teleport to this location again.
Mm-hmm. And there's another teleportation circle at the Citadel, right?
Indeed. But the question is, did you memorize that teleportation circle?
Yes, because I learned the teleportation spell at the Citadel.
Okay, and my question is, did you did you write that thing down?
We got paper.
I need-
I think we got paper for. I think, for crashing the teleport table. I'm pretty sure we have the Citadels.
I believe you got the scroll of teleportation circle.
That too, but I just have it permanently as one of my spells that I know.
No. My question is, did you memorize the Citadel's teleportation circle? Because each teleportation circle is unique to the location.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I did.
Okay, so during your time practicing, you also took the time to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna retcon that you did do that, but if you are wanting to do that, you need to tell me that, or say hey, I want to like jot down this teleportation circle sigil so we know where this is. That's all I'm saying. But
Because
yeah,
I also, second to last paragraph, it says, when you first gain the ability to cast a spell, you learn the sigil sequences of 2 destinations on the material plane determined by the DM.
okay. So this is in fact a permanent teleportation circle in Dr. Dungeon. Dr. Dungeon. I don't know. I don't know if I spelled that, but you know, whatever. But that is what you have. So you do know this type of sigil, so if you want to teleport to this location again, you could totally do that. So you can use this teleportation circle in the Dr. Dungeon location to teleport to the Citadel. Teleportation circle room.
I could do that if I wanted to, but
Like I said, I'm just saying, with that, you can totally do this.
Okay, well, I guess that's everything we really need to do here. So let's leave.
yeah, let's
Right.
leave.
Help the guy on his way out.
Okay, so you're helping
Yeah,
the native
I'm
guys.
not
So my question is, you're just gonna leave the golem there?
Yeah.
I guess he'll ask if one of them has extra. I guess he'll throw
Strike stone.
a capture ball.
I'm pretty sure you guys like have, I think.
Well, how about we extract the power gem from it, I guess?
I was gonna say we can do it from the Citadel. I was gonna
Because
use a
this
capture
thing,
ball
because
on
this thing is still functioning. It's still alive, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I got a capture ball, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I think, did we say that everybody has a capture ball, or did we say, like, I don't know how many capture balls I gave you, or capture spears, or capture orbs.
Yes. Must always be fearful of Nintendo coming for a lawsuit.
Yes, I don't want to put that. So these are capture orbs.
Yeah.
I have 2 level 3 containment orbs and 1 level 5.
Yes, because I think that's what we. Okay. Because
That's
I
the
think
ones I took specifically.
Yeah, because I think I gave you specifically those things because you wanted to have control over that, right?
No, Adrian took his own set. I took mine. Anyone
Yeah.
who grabbed them is supposed to track their own usage.
Yeah.
And I haven't used any of mine yet.
Yeah, because you have. Because I don't know how many.
We got like 2 or 3 of the level 5 and like 6 or 7 of the level 3.
Yes, because like each level
Makes it easier to capture things.
yeah, I'm thinking like I'll rework that instead of like saying level, I'll say basic capture or containment orb, and like then there's like advanced, and then there's ultimate.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
But
throw a capture sphere.
so let's say the level 3s are like basic, and the level 5s are like advanced.
No, there's a basic containment orb.
Containment orb or capture orb, however you want to put it.
Are we going to use a capture order on them, or are we just going to take out its power gem?
Well, its power gem begins to degrade, and if you want it nice and fresh, then we need it alive. So alive it will be.
Okay.
So are you using a basic or a advanced?
Basic.
Okay.
It's basic. What do I gotta roll?
You don't need to roll anything. I need to roll the save, and depending on like the type of containment orb, that depends on the save. So like if it's basic, it will be like I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been working on these a lot because I just said like, oh hey, there's this, and like I thought you were gonna use it on unconscious people, but no, you tried to do it on living people. So now I need to come up with saves for this. So let's just say
Really hard to knock a machine unconscious because I'm pretty sure it's immune to the unconscious condition.
correct because this is considered a construct.
Also,
So
you made it from the last time that the being's ability to move is important. To be able to
I
catch
think-
a dinosaur is being restrained, so it's not.
so basically, it
resist.
can't resist. So basically, I would say that with the basic containment orb, you managed to capture it.
Well,
So that happens. So I know Otis has a T-Rex. I know Adrian has the doctor cleric guy, and now
No, Oris doesn't have the T-Rex anymore. Tried using it as a distraction against the other T-Rexes.
yeah, that didn't end well.
okay, okay,
T-Rex.
so you no longer have the T-Rex.
Yeah,
Correct.
and gave it the orb with the doctor in it to Adrian.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you lost the T-Rex. You regained that orb. You used one of your capture balls to capture the doctor, which you then gave to Adrian. And
Yeah, so
Nail
Adrian has the
used
doctor and
his.
I have the Gola.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just keeping track who has who. Okay. And with that, you pretty much finished what you needed to do in this area. Do you go back up to the surface?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or is like, okay, what killed and animated those clerics? I don't see any of that.
Nothing. Probably whatever used that teleportation circle and whatever those other two creatures chased. Notice there were two cages that were busted open, and yet we only fought one thing.
Well, the guy said there were people in there.
Yeah, I don't think there were people in there. I
So
think there were more monsters in there, and it set them free.
That
okay.
is possible, but
Oh, let's ask the
I
one
did-
dude who was in the cage next to them. Was there people in the two cages, or were there monsters in the two cages?
Hang on. You mean these cages here? Or these cages
No.
here?
These cages. You said that when we walked in there that these two cages had been like busted open.
Okay, so what the natives said was there were people in these cages, like regular people.
And the monster busted in and killed them.
Yeah, but it seemed to spare the one that was in this cage, which the native does not know why.
Wasn't he the one in that cage?
Yes, the native was in this cage, but his cage was left untouched, as in the creature didn't want to kill the native in this cage. It killed the other
Perhaps
natives.
Well, perhaps the creature was a native before it became a creature.
Were the
Together.
people were the people in the other cages members of your tribe?
Maybe, I don't know. Just looked at me and didn't kill me. It killed the other people that was in this cage, and they were also members of our kin. But I do not know.
Maybe you're infected with whatever it got, and it thought you were kin.
You say that, and now panic begins to spread within this guy now, and like, oh god.
Just calm down. We can run a full medical diagnostic on you
But yeah, but
later.
also the Sheikah plate did say that this individual was healthy and normal, no adverse effects. So
That
literally did
too.
say that.
That's why I let him out of the cage.
Yep. So you guys make your way, you climb back up, and you regroup with the ship and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna start fixing the sails and whatnot.
Yep.
Reuse mending.
Huh. Ah, interesting. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm looking at different things. But yeah, you do this.
We still have the native guy with us, right?
Yeah, you still have the native guy. I didn't make a token, which just say like he exists.
That's fine.
Like he exists.
I ask him a favor. I
Yes?
think there's more. I think you know more than what you can remember. You're obviously exhausted and traumatized. But if you let me into your mind, maybe I can help you remember things that you've forgotten. Or at least see what you can't see.
So that's what you say to the guy?
Detect. Yes. Detect thought. I'm gonna cast Detect Thought. But I'm gonna ask him to not resist.
Okay.
Do not resist.
You are being rescued. Do not resist.
Okay, so this happens. He doesn't fight you.
I didn't cast Detect Thought.
No, you did. You did. You definitely did. No worries on that. And I'll also switch the music because you are no longer underground. You are in the jungle. So you do see the chief tell Itsu and says, "Have you found our kin?" He asks as the translating function works.
Worse says we've only found one. Layla is attempting to figure out what exactly happened. To the rest of them. Hopefully, he can help the man remember.
I see. So you go in, and what exactly are you
I am looking through his memories for
Okay.
everything that happened. What we're missing? Where did they take them? Where did they take these people? What they were doing to them?
Okay. So,
What they did to him specifically. Maybe
okay.
there's a hint to why he wasn't attacked.
Okay. So this happened. He was taken, and he doesn't know why, but like they were all taken in by a raid, and nothing exactly comes to mind in that regard. But you know that he was scared, and basically, sorry, I'm multitasking at the same time, but he basically says he doesn't know why they took him. They just took him because it was just random, and that was it.
How long were you down there?
I do not know. Days merged into one. I do not know.
Hmm. Did they do anything specific to you with the experiment?
I think yes, but the only thing he did was draw blood from me.
What were you in your clan? Were you anyone of importance?
No, I was a simple individual, nothing more.
Thank you.
I am sorry, I can't
Hey.
help more.
You've done all you can. You should never be with your kid.
Thank you.
You do head to the ship now.
Okay. You head to the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at fly. Whee!
Okay, I can't. Trying to get a better updated map of a airship, but I can't. We'll just say maybe that's about it. So I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a change. Token. I'm gonna make one amendment to the airship. It's not gonna be a blimp. It's actually gonna be an actual ship with sails, but the thing that is making it fly will be like arcane gems on
Okay.
like the sides. You know, like the helicarrier from Marvel, whereas
Yeah.
those Jin, it's basically going to be kind of like that, but there was arcane stones that help you like turn and twist. That makes it levitate, but it does rely on the propulsion of the sail to move. So it's kind of like it's kind of like in game art, it's gonna be kind of like that. So it's gonna be kind of like that. So that's the only change I'm gonna make about the airship. Because, like, it would just be easier just to use actual sails. Because it gives more combat, like, oh hey, you're fighting on top of the rigging, or whatnot. Just for some swashbuckly thing I could do. But that's pretty much it. So you all gather up. So my question is, are you going to regroup at the camp where the natives are, or are you probably going to let the natives have this campsite for themselves?
I guess it's in their best hand. I mean, we probably will warn them about the magiterite crystals and
Yeah.
magiterite liquid.
Yeah, because
Warn them to not go to.
yeah, because that's going to be the most dangerous aspect. So I guess the one thing is you could tell them to stay clear for now, because you could probably have this to be like an advanced research or an advanced outpost for the Citadel, as they are going to clear out and like dispose of whatever Mazarite corruption there is properly, and then this could be like an outpost for where the Citadel and the natives can have contact, basically. So my question is, do you decide to rest in the camp for now, or go back to where the natives were and make camp there and rest?
I don't
Because
think it really matters.
because this like has a big ass wall which is protecting you guys.
I mean, we can just have the ship fly us back to the city and get rest on the ship.
Okay, so you want to take the entire ship back to the Citadel, the Kiron.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the doctor stop.
Yeah, and you have some of the crew members that are willing to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So my big question is, do you not want to take one of the natives with you to try to make contact with the people of Kiron, or are you going to leave that for a later time?
We're only going to take them if they want to come. If none of the natives want to come.
So I think like the like Cal Itsu is going to say, we would need time, much left unsafe, but can deliver message of alliance with your Huron tribe, as it translates.
Sounds good.
We shall remain here nearby in case we see your ship again.
Or other ships. I mean, can we get in touch with the Grand Curator?
Now that you're actually above ground, yes. Yes, now that you're above ground, you could totally have a stable enough connection to make contact with the Supreme Caretaker.
Can we just tell them the pattern for the teleportation circle here over the phone?
You could totally do that, yeah.
And we don't even have to go back there.
I mean, I guess Oris will probably go back there to make sure to the people that they teleport and basically can have access.
But well, you'd have to go back downstairs. That's all you'd have to do is go back downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure once you say that, Oris will grab both, but he'll borrow the sword and grab the axe and just head back.
So is no one? Yeah, is no one going to go with Otis or?
I am fixing the damage the ship received with Mend. This will take a long time.
What is Otis doing again?
Otis is going back down to where the teleportation circle is because you guys are going to make contact with the Supreme Caretaker. Tell them about the teleportation circle pattern to the Dr. Dungeon location so they can send in an advanced team to try to secure the area and probably dispose of whatever stuff is there.
We don't need to head back to the capital immediately. We can just tell them the teleportation circle combination and they can just teleport here.
Yeah.
So is that what you do? You make contact, you tell them this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make contact with the Supreme Caretaker. The Supreme Caretaker basically makes contact with the other members of the Council of Kiron, and they are like discussing what to do, and they all come to the agreement that they will set up a joint coalition with Kiron and the natives there, as a way to just like keep relations here because they think a foothold within this jungle no man's land area would be essential just to keep an eye on things. So like some knights, some soldiers come in. Funny. But
Not leaving the ground yet.
Where's the joke?
Yeah. But you actually do see one of the commanders approaches and says, "Hail, heroes of Kiron."
Oris nods his head.
Yeah, he like this is when everybody is above ground now. They approach and like say and like, "Hail, we are here to provide you with some extra supplies as well as some men who know how to fight in case you ever run into combat again. They are airship certified." So now you have more people on board that could help man the ship better. So you are not just half-assing things. You have experienced sailors now. So that is going to be a thing now. They say they will keep this area secure. They will like manage it as a boatload of people are now coming through because this is like new territory that they get to explore now. So they are coming in with adventurers and whatnot to help like scout the area and try to keep the area secure.
I would avoid doing the scouting of the area. The natives are very touchy about people.
I
being in
understand.
territory.
And giant lizards.
Yes, your report mentioned about these ancient predator reptiles. We will keep within at least 50 or so, like, I don't know, like a mile or so within the territory, just like make a perimeter or whatever. This is what they're saying. Like they're gonna make a tight perimeter and just like keep things safe and make some rebuilding of the outposts that were destroyed. But they also give you something. They give you some banners and a flag, and this flag is the Kiron assembly flag.
Okay. He also shows. This also shows them the dinosaur he rode on. And started the battle.
Wait. Okay. Okay, so is the dinosaur that you captured in the capture ball that you were attempting to tame, that's dead, right?
Yes.
The big
T-Rex
one?
is dead.
Yeah, the T-Rex is dead.
Okay.
This is the Velociraptor that was in the ship.
Oh.
Or it's been probably like a whole night taming. Like conversation and punching.
Okay, so my question is, are you wanting to tame this and have this as your mount/friend?
I think he already ridden it. He already ride it in. Just showing
Yeah. But my question is, do you want it to be as a permanent mount or not?
Yeah, she's going to want it as a permanent mount, obviously. The Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so...
But he's just showing him to the mic. I guess
Okay.
it's what they're dealing with.
Okay. And you are outright just gonna do that. Okay, whatever. I'm just wrapping stuff up because it is 12:33-ish, so we're just gonna wrap it up. But we could say that before you guys depart, you would just like make camp here for the time being, help them with the cleanup a little bit, have a long rest, and then you'll make your journey to the next location. Does that sound good to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so I guess...
I mean, we could probably even interrogate the doctor here now, or we can send his capture ball through to be interrogated at the Capitol.
That was what I was also going to ask. What do you want to do with the doctor? So we'll leave that for next session. I'll let you guys think on that. But overall, we did a good thing, and you now have more manpower now. So you have this. And now, since you have the banners and slash flag of the Kiron assembly, it now means that, like, hey, they can identify your ship from a distance now. And know that your ship is friendly.
Your proper colors.
Yep. Flash, or no, raise the colors. Whatever. As they say. But overall, yeah. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad of a session. But you guys got some good loot. You got some important information, such as the papers, documents, and that letter with the doctor and whatnot, which we will touch up next session.
Mm-hmm.
But
so how many potions did we get again?
So in the crates,
8 healing potions and 8 antidote potions.
Okay, so in each crate, and there were 4 chests, there were 2 basic healing potions and 2 Mazerite antidote potions.
Okay.
Which is where I got the numbers 8 and 8 from. Because 2 times 4 is 8.
Yeah. So basically 8 of those.
Fecht took 2 of each.
Yeah. I would just do 8.
I'd take 2 of each as well then.
First took 2 healing potions.
Okay. I'm gonna go on. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, do we level up at all or no? Not yet.
No, because so I just put in the roll 20, 8 basic potions of healing, 8 potions of Mazerite antidote. So I just put that in case you. So like I said, just keep track of that. But overall, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys next session.
See ya.
Right, see ya.
No problem. Bye.